Right, welcome to the vlog everyone, the long-awaited what's in my bag video for 2019. Now I know 2019's been a very strange year, but I still have a bag and I still have some camera gear and some new camera gear which I got for all the stuff I had planned for 2020. So I've never done a bag, what's in my bag video before, so please be kind. It's not really my thing. I've been asked relentlessly, especially the past year, to do one, and I've not been putting it off, but I've been filling my time with other things to do. But I think it's time that I tell you exactly what I'm using, tell you what bag I'm using, what tripods I'm using, and any other little bits and bobs that I use on a daily basis, or weekly basis, shall I say. So let's jump right into it. I'll show you a bird's eye view of how the bag looks from the inside. So this is what my loadout looks like. Got my bits and bobs, my lens cloth. Normally the M50 sits in this pouch here. My long lens, my wide lens, my 24-70, my main camera, my filters, and that's pretty much it. I keep batteries in here, but that's exactly how my loadout looks. So this is the bag I use. It's a Low-Pro Whistler 450 AW. AW stands for all weather, I do believe. It has got a rain cover, which I think is in here. Actually, might even be in my cupboard. I never use it. It's just one of them pullover rain covers that you get. Pretty standard. It's got lots of pulleys and tabs on it. On the front. Tripod on the side, so slip it in here, clamp it around with these latches, and obviously you can do that on both sides, so it's perfect for vlogging because I can have you on a tripod down one side and my other Winston 2.0 on the other side. It's absolutely perfect. I'm not really a big fan of the green. I would have liked a black bag, maybe even a red one. But yeah, it was a good deal at the time. I think I got it from, I think it might have even been Wex actually. Yeah, so the green's alright. Turning the bag round, got some nice big wide straps and a nice big waist belt. The belt is not removable. Most of the time I don't even do it up, unless I'm going for a big hike, then I might do, but most of the time it's just I just leave it unclipped. There's a Peak Design clip here from the camera. I can't really call it now. Is it V2 V3 clip? It fits the Peak Design plates, which I have on the bottom of the M50. So when I'm walking around I can clip the M50 on my bag, so it's always ready to go in case I catch a little bit of B-roll. I think will help tell the story of the video, or whatever the point I'm trying to get across. Yeah, so that just lives on my bag all the time. Yeah, so that's pretty much the bag I use. It's got a big pocket on the front, down in there, which is mainly where I put my coat, pair of gloves, stuff like that. And then up here on the top, this is where I put like spare clips, spare feet for Winston's, head torch, and I will put a water bottle on here a lot of the time. And that's pretty much the bag. Right, let's get to the good stuff. But first, a little pick-me-up. For those of you who don't know, I'm really into my whiskey. I just drink it straight. I don't bother with ice, unless I'm making a cocktail like an old-fashioned. Yeah, this is a Japanese whiskey. don't tell the jocks. I would say 95% of my whiskey collection is Scotch whiskey or some bourbons, but I do like to chuck in a Japanese one every now and then, just to spice a Wednesday evening up a little bit. But anyway, I am a case partner. I have been for a while now. I love the case products, and I use the K9 holder and the square filters. This is the pouch it comes in. It's a nice pouch. You can hold probably 15 or so filters. Got NDs, which I use for long exposures, obviously. And I got some grads. This is a reverse grad. I don't use the actual graduated filters so much anymore. I'm all about polarizers, which I'll show you in a minute, which is that lives on the front of my camera. Yeah, case filters are brilliant. What else do I say about case filters? It's just the colour cast is good, or very minimal, shall I say. The build quality is very good, and they're just so easy to use, easy to wipe. When I was living by the coast, these grads were a godsend as compared to my old Lee ones, my resin filters, which were a nightmare. So yeah, cannot rate case highly enough. I'm not just saying that because I'm associated with them. I wouldn't use them if they were crap. Put it that way. So next, little Pelican case. Nothing fancy really. Just got some memory cards in them. It's watertight, bomb-proof, grenade-proof. Probably the same as bomb-proof. They're just very hard wearing, and that just slips in my bag like that. Obviously lens cloths. I will say the ones I use are the Lee ones. I don't know if you can see. The Lee ones, they're just nice. I find them better than the filters. What else have we got in here? Rocket blower. It's not technically a rocket blower brand, but you know, you get the gist. Clean sensors. I have noticed with this new Sony A7RIV, I use this a hell of a lot more, because that sensor is exposed to the elements all the time. Well, when you change lenses, I do find I have to clean my sensor a lot. I also do buy these little one swipe wonders off of eBay or Amazon. Just type in sensor cleaning kits and you'll come with a little wiper. And yeah, so I do find myself doing that, but this is brilliant when you're in the field. Just turn your camera upside down, give it a spray. 9 times out of 10, whatever you were seeing in your images will not be seen after that. I'll do it in. I'll leave the camera to the end. This is a little nifty little gadget. It's called a Tele Converter. It's a 2x Tele Converter from Sony. It's an E-mount. So basically, this turns. This doubles my focal length. So my 70-200, I can get up to 400mm. Although I do lose 2 stops of light, so I'm down to f5.6, which is still pretty decent. And if I crop in using the in-body crop, which is a further 1.6, I believe, I'm around 600mm at 5.6, which is awesome for wildlife photography. That's how I managed to get this image here of the hare in the road. It is tarmac. This is tarmac. Before you ask in the comments down below what is going on with this hare picture, I was actually shooting another video for YouTube and I come across this hare in the field, I spooked it and I thought, that's it, I've blown, my wildlife career is over. And then I got in the car and he was running down the road and I pretty much followed him all the way, and he kept double backing, and I was hanging out the car with the with this attached to my 7200. So yeah, it's been very, although I've only used it once, I wouldn't have been able to get that picture of the hare without this. Right, I have lens hoods. I don't really use them, especially with the polarizer. I'll show you. Especially with the polarizer, I'm always trying to weigh up whether I want to use my lens hood to reduce lens flare or sacrifice not using my polarizer. So I keep them in my bag, but I never ever use them. Very rarely do I ever use them, unless I'm in a deep dark wood like the Gruffalo. And I don't want to lose any, like a stop and a half of light. I will sacrifice that extra richness and the little bit of glare that this cuts out, and I'll use a lens hood. So I keep them in my bag for that very rare moment when I might need it. But it's like anything, if you don't have it, you can't use it, and you regret not bringing it. So on that note, this is the Sony A7R, if it will focus, Mark IV, and it's not going to focus. Anyway, this is a Sony A7R IV. It's a brilliant camera, absolutely outstanding bit of kit. I cannot rate it highly enough, and I have the small rig L bracket to go with it. Just because it is awesome. I can get to the battery door underneath, just in here, without taking anything off. Nothing interferes with it, and plus you get a nice little tool here when it focuses. God, the little M50 is slacking. And underneath here I use this little tool, undo this little ring. He says, and I can pop this sucker out if I want to get to my cables. My ports are all in here. If I want to use a shutter release, say, I can just move it out, but 9 times out of 10 I've never even used it. But it's nice to have that ease of use of this, and I've never, because I've never used it, I've never lost it. The magnets are pretty strong, they ain't never coming off of there. And attached to my A7R IV is the 70-200 f2.8, and I use this probably 90% of the time. I use the 70-200, mainly because I'm in the woods, and it just helps me. I just find that middle ground is what your eye normally sees. Obviously helps me pick out compositions. So yeah, that is what I'm using at the moment, and will be for the next 150 years. And I am 1 kidney less. Who needs kidneys? Right. This is a 16-35 f2.8 G Master lens. It's the same G Master range as the 7200. And I have used this also quite a lot. If I have a rather enticing foreground, you bust this bad boy out, get nice and close, looking down, and you can really make them foregrounds pop and manipulate the scene. I think it's a vital piece of kit to any landscape photographer. It's also something I am trying to get better at, because it's not the easiest lens to master, in my opinion. Yeah, so that's the other lens that I have, and I've also gone all out and I've gone for the Big Bertha. Now this is the 7200 G Master, also 2.8. This is, wow, possibly one of the sharpest lenses I have used. It's just the dog's doodahs. It's a bit heavy, I must admit it is a bit heavy, and when you pair it with this 2.8 plus the 7200 and the A7R4, that makes one of the reasons why I went for the Sony. When I had the Lumix on loan, it was a lovely camera, very high quality, so well made. But the lenses were huge, bigger than these, and the body was a lot heavier, and that kind of made my mind up. I only had a little handheld plays with a Sony, an old Sony, and I just thought, oh, I'm just going to bite the bullet. So I did. So I got 16-35, 7200, and the 24-70. That is me done. I am not buying any more kit for the rest of my life. Unless Kirsty's not listening. Yeah, so that is my camera gear. Tripod wise, where is she? She is outside. I'm going to have to get her. Bear with me one moment. Right, tripod wise, you are sat on Winston version 1, and that is my beloved pink tripod. Jamie Overland loves winding me up about the pink tripod, but it isn't supposed to be pink. It was a bargain. I got it when Calumet and Wex bought out them, either way. And it's an X-Display, and I think it's been sat in a window for a while because it's got that pink tinge to it. Well, which I didn't really notice at the time, but kind of known for it now, the man with the pink tripod. So I've recently, since all this loan business I've had with Three-Legged Thing, I just love their products. I had Mike on loan for a while. I love the ball head, I love the style, I like the colour. So I thought, why not go for Winston, because I could get up a little bit higher. So that's what I've done. I bought Winston 2.0. I'm not going to go into too much detail because this video is already very long, but it's just got some slightly better catches on it, if it'll ever focus. The pull out, which is pretty much the same, but they're just a slightly different design. Slightly different lever locks on it. It's not got rubber all the way around, just got them on one side. The main difference really is the ball head. This is the Airhead Pro with a twist lock. I prefer the twist lock as opposed to a lever lock, because when I switch from my tripod collar on my long lens to the L bracket, it does differ in size ever so slightly. I find myself having to adjust with a little Allen key, so just by having a twist knob just eliminates that. But yeah, it's a nice little tripod. It's slightly smaller than the version 1 that you're on. I have been using, but it is nice and sturdy. I like the big knobs on it. So yeah, that is my kit. That is my camera gear, from bag to tripod to camera for the 2020. I know this year has not been the most productive year for anything, let alone photography, but I still thought I had big plans for this year, and I wanted to do like a nice big video of me unveiling the new camera I bought. And yeah, I got some nice kit that I'm very proud of. I worked hard, and I've got everything I need to really push on to do anything I wanted. I have been doing some interior stuff, and slowly I'm building up my photography to more full-time as opposed to just doing it at weekends. My workshops are going really well, so thank you so much to everyone who books me on a workshop. If you are interested in a workshop, then the link will be down below. Hit me up on my website and we'll get you booked in. But yeah, so exciting times moving forward with my photography. I'm sorry it's not a out in the field video this week, but I'm very busy at work at the moment. We've got a big job on that needs to get done, so I haven't been able to go out as much, which has kind of forced my hand a little bit to do a what's in my bag video. But I get asked weekly, daily about whether I'm going to do them in post-processing video as well. So yeah, look out for that pretty soon. So I'm Photoninja, thank you so much for watching. All the links in the description will be below for everything that I've talked about in this video. They are affiliate links, so if you feel like supporting me and my channel, hit that like button and maybe buy a Sony A7RIV off of Amazon and I'll get a teeny tiny little bit of commission for the trouble at no cost, extra cost to you. The price is exactly the same. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. I will see you hopefully next week. I'm not sure I can commit to every week at the moment. Hopefully after this video, you've seen this video, I will be doing weekly videos. Ciao. Ooh. Oh, is it, what did they say? Slanjavar? Or was it ciao? I can't remember. See you later.